Hello guys, how's it going? My name is Dal, and while all of us are patiently waiting for the next World of Warcraft expansion of Dragonflight, Shadowlands is going to host more seasonal content to hold us off until we finally get into the next expansion. In Season 4, we get a lot of new exciting updates, like a new seasonal Mythic Plus dungeon rotation, giving us a different set of dungeons to play through instead of the regular Shadowlands roster. And this week, they just implemented the new seasonal affix ready for testing. We also got seasonal raiding updates, with Blizzard implementing an affix style system into the 3 raids of Shadowlands, as well as a significant upgrade to the raid gearing by adding bad luck protection raid gear vendors, as well as opportunities to upgrade those items to heroic or mythic quality. So far, we've got a handful of updates to the PvP content coming in patch 9.2.5. And you'll be able to experience all of these endgame content updates, with the cross-faction feature finally getting enabled in the next update. So today I wanted to go over all of the content and gearing improvements planned for the Season 4 of the patch 9.2.5. But right before we get into this update video, most of you guys watching these videos are still not subscribed. However, the more of you remind, the more of you do. So let's keep it going. Subscribe to the channel as well as the bell if you're watching these videos anyway, especially if you want to get more regular patch 9.2.5 updates or potentially future Dragonflight Alpha announcements. In the patch 9.2.5, you'll be able to experience your Mythic Plus dungeons, your raids, and your rated PvP arenas, enhanced by the cross-faction feature coming with this update. When this feature was officially announced to be planned for the patch 9.2.5, it was met with overwhelming positivity by large portions of the community. While not everybody is ready to play with the members of the opposite faction, this feature will be available to limited modes, primarily for pre-made groups focusing on endgame content like Mythic Plus dungeons or raiding or rated PvP. And the cross-faction feature is a massive quality of life improvement when it comes to experiencing endgame content in Season 4 and beyond. A bigger player pool makes putting together a group for Mythic Plus dungeons easier, and overall more groups to sign up to in the LFG. It also gives a player a unique ability to fully customize their class's true potential, without feeling locked to a singular faction. Whether you want to play a tanky Dark Iron Dwarf with a self-cleanse racial for raiding, a Blood Elf healer with AoE dispel utility to bring into Mythic Pluses, or as a Night Elf rogue with Shadow Mode to give yourself extra stealthy, sneaky window opportunities for PvP. And now let's get into the content, starting with the new updates we got for the Mythic Plus dungeons and the new Mythic Plus affix. Blizzard wants Season 4 of Mythic Pluses to stand out from the rest, and will be implementing a lot of creative decisions in order to give players a different experience than the previous seasons of Shadowlands. First of all, the dungeon rotation has changed. This season will feature the Tazavesh Streets and Gambit dungeons, Battle for Azeroth, Mechagon Junkyard, and the Workshop dungeons, Legion, Karazhan Lower and Upper, as well as the 2 Draenor dungeons that have never seen the Mythic Plus format before, the Iron Docks and the Grimrail Depot. With a new set of dungeons comes a different array of trinkets, items, and weapons to collect that will hopefully shake up the regular Shadowlands gearing. If you've never done dungeons like Mechagon or Karazhan, for many players this will be an opportunity for a brand new experience. And in the expansion of Dragonflight, Blizzard is going to continue the similar trend of bringing back older dungeons in the new Mythic Plus seasonal format. So in a way, Season 4 is a testing ground to see how well can they upscale some of the older expansion dungeon content. And it's very possible that in Season 1 of Dragonflight, we could see dungeons from expansion of Mists of Pandaria and maybe even Cataclysm as part of the Season 1 Mythic Plus dungeon pool. As of right now, we don't really know how creative will Blizzard go with this new upscaling system. Would they ever go as far back as Wrath of the Lich King or Burning Crusades and try to upscale some of those dungeons? And what is the potential of us getting Dead Mines plus 15 runs in the future? Besides the new dungeons, we also got a brand new seasonal affix called Shrouded. You'll find Dreadlords disguised in random dungeon packs, ready to strike when engaged in combat. Most of these Nethrezim are pretty basic. They'll leech some health from your tank, do a frontal cone that used to be avoided, and it'll try to put your allies to sleep. But among the basic Dreadlords, one of them will be a mini-boss that is a little bit more challenging. This powerful Dreadlord is a little bit more threatening to your tank, spreading a healing debuff among your party that will try to mind control your allies, and when threatened creates a powerful blood barrier. For every one of those Dreadlords you defeat and capture, you get to increase your stats with a bounty, At the start of the instance, you'll be able to talk to a broker to choose your bounty, selecting which stat you want to increase for every dreadlord captured. Every dreadlord will increase your bounty by 1, while the mini-boss will give you 3 stacks at a time. Every time you defeat a dreadlord, your party will regain mana and health, keeping the pace of the dungeons rather quick, and your healer spends less time drinking for mana. Let me know your thoughts on what you think about the Mythic Plus dungeon changes and updates coming to the patch 9.2.5 in the Season 4 in the comments below. Next, let's take a closer look at the raiding updates coming in Season 4. For this raiding season, Blizzard is going to make all 3 raids added this expansion part of the relevant content. Every week, one of the Shadowlands raids will be selected to be fated. This means that the gear rewards from that dungeon are increased. The raids are also made more challenging with a new affix system added into the raiding environment. So far, we've been able to data mine 4 raiding affixes, which are called fated powers. Most of these affixes will feature an extra enemy for you to fight during the boss encounter, but upon defeating these enemies, your raid gets various bonuses. But this brand new raiding season also comes with new raid gear vendors. As you slay bosses with a fated affix, you'll be able to earn puzzling cartel dinars, a mysterious new currency added that can be traded to the 3 new broker vendors found next to the Great Vault in Oribos. All of these broker vendors trade some of the strongest items and relics found in the 3 raids of Shadowlands, which means you can now finally buy some of your best in slot class items, like Sylvanas daggers for rogues or the Jailer mace for classes like Paladin, Death Knight, and Warrior. For now, in the patch 9.2.5 PTR, you're limited to only buying 3 items from these 3 broker vendors, but at least these 3 brokers offer some bad luck protection when it comes to raid gearing. The fated items you buy from these gearing vendors can also be upgraded directly into a heroic or a mythic version. As you slay bosses on heroic or mythic difficulty, you gain shards of a powerful item. Slaying mythic bosses gives you mythic shards. When you collect enough mythic shards, you can create a mythic upgrade relic. This relic can be used on fated gear to upgrade it to a mythic quality, which means more deterministic loot progression, as well as much needed bad luck protection when it comes to itemizing within raiding content. Depending on the success of these raid gear vendors, Blizzard might re-implement similar raid gearing vendors for the next expansion of Dragonflight. What are your thoughts on these raid gear vendors, and what other bad luck protection mechanisms would you like to see added in the patch 9.2.5? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Finally, we have a handful of PvP updates coming to the patch 9.2.5 Season 4. First of all, we got item level increases to both Honor gear and Conquest gear. If you're planning on playing in Season 4, it might not be a bad idea to stock up on Honor. Getting a full max upgraded Season 4 Honor gear will give you a more competitive edge against the players wearing the best gear of Season 3. A new Zerth Mortis arena is being added in the patch 9.2.5. Originally, this ambitious arena planned to have moving pillars and line-of-sight windows in an ever-changing combat field, but the idea has recently got scrapped. Blizzard did not want to create a negative combat experience, primarily when dealing with abilities requiring line-of-sight or pathing. And so far, we've seen a handful of PvP updates, primarily improving the Death Knight's group utility by buffing AMZ baseline, removing Demon Armor from Warlocks but buffing their stamina in return, and trying to give Affliction Warlocks a reason to press the Shadow Bolt ability within PvP. But unlike Mythic Pluses or raiding, no gearing improvements are planned for the Season 4 of Shadowlands. In the expansion of Dragonflight, Blizzard is looking to transition into a WoD-style PvP gearing, keeping the scaling attached to PvP gear, but instead of PvP gear having multiple ranks, all PvP items will upscale to the highest possible rank. This change in PvP gearing is highly anticipated by the PvP community, and I really think Blizzard should try to apply a very similar feature into the PvP season as well. Due to technical limitations that they can't exactly apply the planned Dragonflight PvP scaling directly into the current Shadowlands format, but they could drastically improve the PvP gearing experience for the last season of Shadowlands. They could start by removing any requirements necessary when it comes to upgrading your PvP gear, giving every player an opportunity to grind out Conquest to buy base pieces and grind out Honor to fully upgrade their gear to the highest possible level. They could also further improve on this gearing system by reducing the amount of Honor you need in order to fully grind out an item, giving players an opportunity to spend more time playing your mains and alts rather than gearing them for Season 4. Hopefully we'll see even more PvP gearing improvements and maybe even new exciting PvP talents added before the release of the patch 9.2.5. And so far, that's going to be all of the updates we have for the Season 4 content coming at a later time with the patch 9.2.5. I want to thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. What are your thoughts on the content that's supposed to hold us off until the next World of Warcraft expansion of Dragonflight, and what other improvements to classes and gearing would you like to see in the patch 9.2.5? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you guys enjoyed this video or found it informative, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. I would very much appreciate it. And as always, in the description of every single video and live stream, we have a link to our Discord community channel. Probably the best place to reach out to me directly in case you guys want to let me know what you thought about this video or want to discuss more Dragonflight updates as they arrive over the next few weeks. Join our Discord to join our community. But otherwise, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know your thoughts, and as always, I'll see all of you guys in another video.